Intention to create that persona for yourself of being a threat.
The sentencing of Kenneth Twyman. T to the G, man, who you think he's gonna be? And we back with another twist-turn story ripped straight out of the headlines with the possible end to the Wisconsin's most wanted, the By-RAQ assassin, the sentencing of Kenneth Twyman. If you're not familiar with the previous two stories on Kenneth, go back for a quick recap. And if you already saw the episodes, let's get straight into it. Kenneth, who changed his direction at trial from not guilty to a self-defense strategy, left his fate up to 12 jurors. Some would say it's more of an opportunity than Tavon Luckett, the father of 8, had. Kenneth testified on his own behalf and told the jury that he owed Tavon $150 for a gram of cocaine for over a year. Upon running into Tavon at the gas station, Kenneth testified that Tavon was the initial aggressor and Kenneth had to defend himself. But the DA could probably have slept through the trial and still secure a conviction of Kenneth just due to the insurmountable evidence that was free to be seen on the internet and TV. Not once, not twice, but 3 times on Wisconsin's Most Wanted, and the countless news reports of the family of Tavon Luckett living in fear. The jury didn't take more than a few hours to come back with a guilty verdict for reckless homicide, which carries 7 to 60 years in maximum state prison. But that was only half the burden that was going to be laid on the shoulders of the By-RAQ assassin. May 26, Kenneth would be back in court to give his victim impact statement to the Luckett family, and the judge would sentence Kenneth based on the evidence and the feelings of the family involved. The Luckett family spoke of pain and loss for Tavon, but even more than those feelings was the fear that they had of Kenneth retaliating against the family, and subsequently asked the judge to give Kenneth the max of 60 years. Kenneth gave his statement to the family and judge, where he turned and apologized to the family, but wouldn't mention Tavon by name.
I'd like to apologize to the victim's mother, his father, his brothers and sisters, and the rest of his family.
Kenneth focused a majority of his plea to the judge, citing he was a father and business owner, and what was seen on the internet doesn't reflect who he is at his core. The judge, taking everything into consideration, handed down the stiff sentence of 50 years. Yes, 50 years. 35 to be done at a maximum state prison, and 15 on strict supervised probation. With the parting words of the judge that every black man from 18 to 29 needs to hear.
Intention to create that persona for yourself of being a threat.
Alright, man. Now that maybe concludes the whole case of Kenneth Twyman, the By-RAQ assassin. But let's not forget, he still has those 2 previous cases, from the hit and run with the mother of the 3 children, and he has the federal government picking up the case on the drug charges that he caught during that whole time as well. The By-RAQ assassin, man, you are done. Unless...
Look, give me some McDonald's. When you come back, I might remember something. Can you do that?
Oh yeah. Big Mac, fries, Coke.
Yeah.
Done.
And here's my theory. I think there's a lot more to the story that we don't know anything about. Like, how was Kenneth funding his whole endeavors? Every time he got arrested, he would bond out for a subsequent amount of money. And who was this Richard Stooley guy, a convicted drug dealer who actually had $100,000 to bail him out? Now, we don't know if he works for him or what's going on. But if Kenneth wants to do any kind of maneuvering to get out of this situation, he's gonna have to start doing a lot of this. That's right. He's going to have to do the 6ix9ine, the gunna, whatever you want to call it. If he's trying to do anything less than the rest of his life behind bars, he's going to have to come up with some information. But that's just my take on the whole situation. I'll let you know what comes out of the rest of the situation following the federal government picking up the other case and the mother of 3. So that concludes another episode, man. If you stayed all the way to the end, that means you put some paint where it ain't. And for that, you should be thanked. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but...
I'm maxed out.